General Hospital spoilers. Charlotte's shocking discovery. Carly working with Valentine? General Hospital spoilers and updates suggest that Charlotte Cassadine, Bluesy Burke, might just sneak into Carly Spencer's, Laura Wright, home and stumble upon something intriguing in the attic. She may find something belonging to Valentine Cassadine, James Patrick Stewart. Could the message that Carly recently left for Charlotte serve as a crucial link in piecing everything together? Carly's not thrilled about letting Valentine hide out in her attic, but it's all she's got. Even though Carly is not thrilled about the idea of sheltering a fugitive within her own walls, she has, albeit reluctantly, consented to allow Valentine to move from the shed into the attic. When Carly pressed him about how long he intended to stay, he indicated that he would remain there until Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, returned. Given that Anna is currently trapped in a dire situation, Carly might need to brace herself for the reality of having an unwelcome visitor for the foreseeable future. As time passes, Carly's anxiety will likely escalate regarding the risk of Valentine being discovered. If Charlotte starts to piece together the clues, she could very well uncover the truth. Carly left a key from Valentine at Lulu's house as a sign to Charlotte. Carly arrived at Lulu Spencer's, Alexa Havens Bruning, residence with the key adorned with a blue ribbon and placed it in that spot on the porch. Valentine was aware that Charlotte would interpret this as a sign that he was safe and that she should remain where she was. However, fans of GH know that Charlotte has never been one to obey orders. Instead, she often follows her own instincts and trusts her judgment on what is best. With law enforcement swarming Lulu's house, it's not as if Valentine could simply take the key to the porch himself without being seen. Carly is the only non-law enforcement or WSB person to come to the house. So far, Carly is the only visitor besides police or WSB. This might make Charlotte think Carly brought the key for Valentine. Charlotte may not fully grasp Carly's alliance with Valentine, but she wants to find out the truth. She might consider checking Carly's home to see if Valentine is hiding there. It's easy to imagine Charlotte sneaking in or finding a reason for Carly to let her in. Charlotte knows the attic is a good hiding spot for someone on the run, so she could end up there for a meeting with Valentine. General Hospital spoilers suggest Charlotte's cleverness could cause problems, so watch for any troubling news about Carly. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with GH right now. Come back here often for General Hospital spoilers, news, and updates. Port Charles has always thrived on secrets, but some revelations ripple through the town like an earthquake. This week's General Hospital spoilers tease one of the most explosive possibilities yet. Young Charlotte Cassadine stumbles upon a truth that could rewrite alliances, fracture families, and ignite a war no one sees coming. The discovery? Evidence suggesting Carly Corinthos is secretly working with Valentine Cassadine. At first glance, it sounds impossible. Carly and Valentine have spent years circling each other like natural enemies. Her loyalty anchored to Sonny and the Corinthos legacy, his ambitions tangled in Cassadine intrigue and moral gray zones. Yet in Port Charles, the impossible has a way of becoming inevitable. A child's curiosity opens Pandora's box. Charlotte has always been observant, far more perceptive than the adults around her realize. Caught between her parents' complicated history and the ever-shifting alliances of the Cassadine clan, she's learned to listen more than she speaks. That instinct pays off when she borrows a tablet meant for homework and stumbles across encrypted messages that don't quite make sense. At first, they seem harmless, vague references to shipping routes, timing, and keeping Sonny distracted. But then a familiar name flashes across the screen. Carly. Charlotte's heart pounds. Why would Carly Corinthos be corresponding with her father? And why in secret? Charlotte does what many adults in Port Charles fail to do. She keeps digging, connecting the dots. As Charlotte pieces together fragments, deleted emails, burner phone records, hushed conversations overheard at the Metro Court, an unsettling picture forms. Carly and Valentine appear to be coordinating something behind the scenes. Not a romantic entanglement, not a casual favor, but a calculated alliance built on mutual benefit. Valentine, ever the strategist, seems to be maneuvering against a larger threat, perhaps one that could destabilize the Cassadine empire or endanger Charlotte herself. Carly, meanwhile, may be playing a deeper game. With Sunny's world constantly under siege, aligning with Valentine could be her way of protecting her family, even if it means crossing moral lines she once swore never to approach. For Charlotte, the realization cuts deep. Her father has always walked a fine line between protector and manipulator. Carly, on the other hand, has been a symbol of fierce, uncompromising loyalty. Seeing them connected in secrecy shakes her understanding of right and wrong. The weight of the truth. Charlotte's discovery puts her in an impossible position. If she tells Valentine, she risks becoming a pawn in a larger scheme. If she tells Carly, she could expose herself to danger. And if she tells anyone else, Anna, Laura, or even Lulu, she might trigger consequences no one can control. The emotional weight is heavy for someone so young. Charlotte begins to withdraw, her silence masking a storm of fear and confusion. Those closest to her notice the change. Laura senses something is wrong, while Valentine, ever attuned to threats, wonders if his daughter knows more than she should. In Port Charles, knowledge is power, but it's also a curse. Carly's calculated risk. From Carly's perspective, the alliance with Valentine may not be betrayal but survival. She's always been willing to get her hands dirty to protect the people she loves. Working with Valentine could be a strategic move to neutralize a common enemy, perhaps a shadowy figure targeting Sunny's organization or a Cassadine rival threatening to tear the family apart. Still, Carly knows the cost. If Sunny finds out, the fallout could be catastrophic. Trust, once broken, is nearly impossible to repair, especially in a marriage already tested by secrets and violence. Carly walks a razor's edge, convinced that the ends will justify the means. What she doesn't realize is that the most dangerous witness isn't an enemy or a rival, it's a child with a conscience. Valentine's gamble. For Valentine, involving Carly is a risk he doesn't take lightly. He understands her power in Port Charles, her influence, and her unpredictability. Yet he also sees in her a mirror of himself, a parent willing to do anything for their child. If Charlotte's discovery comes to light, Valentine's carefully constructed plan could unravel. Worse, he could lose his daughter's trust, a loss far more devastating than any political defeat.